Hey everybody, this is Brian, just recording a quick recap. This is our Forex Live recap for Tuesday, November 26th. It's about noon Central, 1 o'clock Eastern, and the markets have gotten pretty slow, so we're just wrapping it up for the day. What we're looking at, what do we do today? Well, during class, we entered orders on the Euro USD, the Pound USD, and the US Yen. We entered the orders, though, with the caveat that if they hadn't triggered within 15 minutes prior to the news that was coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern, that we would go ahead and shut down those trades, wait for news to occur, and then 15 minutes or so after news, once we saw what the market was actually doing, then we would go ahead and place our trades. So here's what happened. Well, Euro USD, let's begin here. We had a buy order on at 34.67 and a sell at 35.37. 15 minutes prior to news, actually probably about 17 minutes prior to news, right as I was going in to close out that trade, we had price just kind of jumped up, went through our order, and took us out on our sell that we had here. So it kind of blipped, kind of just whipped on us right about 15 minutes prior to news. News occurred, and we waited. And we waited for things to settle out. What happened here was price moved. It actually broke through 35.37, which is where we had our sell order initially, broke through it and closed above. What we did then was we went ahead and we entered on a retest of that level. So our what was initially going to be a sell, when we were looking at this information, we had a sell here. We changed that to a buy once we had the news and watched for price to break through there. So we had a buy order here. So we ended up pulling out 6.1, 15.1 on take profit 2, and then I closed it out for 20 pips here on take profit 3. So we had a negative 7.9, so about a 8 pip loss on this first one when we got just whipped out of here on that initial movement prior to the actual announcement. We got whipped out, and before I could even close it down, this happened, like I said, about 16 or 17 minutes prior to the news announcement occurring. So we took a loss there, and so that was a negative 23.7, but then we had a gain of 41.2, so we ended up positive on the euro for the day at 17.5. For the pound, we had a couple of orders here as well. We had a sell order at 61.67 and a buy order at 31.37. News, we're coming up 15 minutes prior to news. We went ahead and we closed those down, took those orders off the table, and waited. After news came out and price broke above here, broke above this 31.67 area, what had previously been our sell spot, we went ahead and we changed that to a buy. Unfortunately, we never got touched in on this one either, so we went ahead and closed this trade down for the afternoon. It got close, came down, had to be within a tenth of a pip here, a pipette, if you will. Close was 61.85, not the close. The low was 61.67.3, and we had our entry at 61.67. So 0.3 of a pip, 3 pipettes. But hey, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, right? So we weren't into this trade, so we canceled that one out. So we have no trades at all on the pound USD. Same here on the US yen. We had a buy order at 101.44 during class. Came in prior to news that never triggered, so we took that one off the table, waited for news to occur, and after news occurred, so what we were doing is we were looking to buy it. We were up here, we were looking for this to come back and buy it. After news occurred, though, price had broken through, so we went ahead and we sold off of 101.44 and were able to pick up 7 pips and then 1 and 1. So it came down, touched in for take profit 1, and then came back here and took us out for 1 and 1. So we picked up 9 pips there on the euro, on the USD yen, so on the dollar yen. So ultimately, pretty good day. It's been a slow day. Just now, while we're recording this, we saw some movement here, something starting to break loose maybe. But ultimately, it was a good day. We ended up with 7 17.5 positive pips on the Euro USD and 9 positive pips on the US yen for a grand total of 26.5 for the day. And I think that pretty much ends it for me. So I'm going to call it a day from here, and be back. I'll trade tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday morning, so we'll do a little bit of trading tomorrow morning, and then we'll be done for the Thanksgiving holiday. So there you have it. Be sure to stay tuned. Look at your class schedule for upcoming Forex Live events. We do these 3 times a week. And then if you're not a member, be sure to enroll. We've got some great specials. Gives you a great opportunity to get in, check everything out, and see if this is a way that you would like to trade. So there you have it. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll talk to you soon.